Have you heard this fucking rain? This is mad.
1, 2, 3. What is going on, everybody, and welcome to what is today a very special video, because this is actually my first ever Q&A on the channel. The other day I put out a video asking some questions off you guys, and you guys went absolutely freaking mental. I had like 20 odd questions, so sorry if I don't read yours out. I picked out a load of them. If I don't read yours, it's nothing personal, it's just that I had so many I don't think I can physically fit them all into one video. So thank you very much for all the questions you sent in. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up on it, subscribe to me if you are not to become a part of the hashtag Nidge Nation, as we're now calling it, and also comments and feedback, always appreciated down below as ever. But yeah, you guys sent in a butt to the questions, so thank you very much for that. Let's get into this. Question number one, I'm sure it's going to be a very sensible one, with this being a Q&A. It is from Contrig Tom on Twitter, and he said, why is a donkey called a donkey, and why is an arsehole called an arsehole? Please explain. Much confused. Well, Tom, I'm really pleased that you've set a high bar for the rest of this Q&A, because I haven't got a fucking clue, mate. Question number two is sort of a two-part, because two people asked some sort of similar questions. We got Lazy Lukester, who commented on the video saying, who do you support? I support Manchester City, for those of you who do not know. And Lewis actually hit me up on Twitter. He said, when and how did you end up supporting City, and what was your the first game that you ever went to? Basically, for those of you that don't know, when I was really young, I'm talking like 4 or 5, I actually supported Arsenal. I've got a tiny Arsenal shirt back there somewhere, I think. If I can find it, I'll quickly dig it out. I supported them when I was like 4 or 5, basically because they were fucking winning everything. They won the double. I was a bit of a glory hunter. But my daddy's a Man City fan, and he was like, hell no, we are not taking this shit. He's going to support City. So what happened was, he actually took me to my first ever football match, which was a Manchester City game against Huddersfield, which was in, at the time, what is now called League 1 Division 2, I think it was called at the time. And we lost 1-0 through an Andy Beach goal. But yeah, that was the first ever game I went to, Man City versus Huddersfield, and I've supported Man City ever since, to be fair. So I don't know what year that was in, but it was a long fucking ass time ago. I was probably about 7-ish, I would guess, when I went. But yeah, that was my first ever game, a 1-0 loss to Huddersfield, and things have fucking certainly got better since then. So the third question is coming from Will on Twitter. He says, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what food would that be? Hashtag chips, hashtag Nidge Q&A. Cereal, obviously. I mean, is there any other logical answer other than cereal? Because I feel with cereal, it's all one food, but you could have several different brands in here. You could have a bit of Crunchy Nut. Who doesn't have a bit of fucking Crunchy Nut? You could have some Cocoa Pops in... Cocoa Pops. We could have some Special K. You can have some Weetabix. So cereal is the answer. Anyone that says anything otherwise is wrong. Question number 4 is coming in from K-Suds Kyle, and he says, how is your Inform Insignia going, man? Fuck you, Kyle. Question number 5 is coming in from Strats Plays. He actually did a Q&A the other day, and I sent him a question, and he sent me a bit of a twist on the same question. He's put, let's put a twist on the question you asked me. Would you rather be bald with 10-inch fingernails, or have long hair with 5-inch toenails, and why? In brackets, you can't cut your hair, and you can also not cut your toe/fingernails. I think there's only one way to go here. If you are... Well, hang on, let's just read this again. If you're going to be bald with 10-inch fingernails, that is horrific, because everyone can see your 10-inch fingernails. Bald, you know, I mean, I'm not going to look great bald anyway, am I? Let's face it. But 10-inch fingernails, I can't get past that. That is fucking huge. These fingernails are going to be like out here, and you can't cut them. That is fucking ghastly. That is horrible. At least if you had long hair, I mean, you can... I think he said something similar when I asked him. You can tie it in a bun, you can wear a hat or some shit if you don't want long hair. And your toenails, although 5-inch toenails are probably going to be fucking painful in your shoes, I would imagine. I mean, would you have to go up an extra shoe size? I don't even fucking know. It'd be weird. But yeah, at least they're not on display in the general public. So for me, it's got to be 5-inch toenails and long hair all day long. Next question comes in from the Gaming Peanut. He asks, what was the most overhyped game of 2015? For me, it's Destiny. I mean, a lot of people freaking love that game, so it's nothing personal against you. It's just that game was hyped up so much, and when I played it, I was just a bit like, oh, is this it? Just this is it, is it? This is the game? There's nothing else? So for me, Destiny, I was really, really disappointed. I even bought, you might be able to see it in the background, the Collector's Edition, expecting to be spending so much freaking time on it, but really didn't enjoy it. So I did enjoy it, but I just didn't spend anywhere near as much time on it as I thought I was going to be. So for me, Destiny. Let me know what yours was in the comments down below. That'll be interesting to see if anyone agrees. Another beautiful question coming in now from Marky. He says, fuck, marry or kill. And you've got John Cena himself and Danny, aka Brooksy HD. And he says, if you kill me, I will end your life. So that appears to be out the window straight up. But I actually, as soon as this came in, I had a little bit of think about it. Easy, absolutely easy. John Cena, he's going down. He's been killed. Not that big on wrestling. I haven't watched wrestling since the days of fucking The Rock and Stone Cold. So he can die. Doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, I'd feel a bit bad for the guy, but he can go. John Cena's aired it, which means you're left with yourself, Marky, and Danny for fucking marry. And I'm afraid Danny's going to be marrying me because I feel Danny would he'd take care of me. He would look after me. I would lead a privileged life with Danny and the Brooks fam. That they would take good care of me, and that means, Marky, I'm afraid we're going to have to fuck. So next question comes in from the G's, a legend. Graham. He says, who are your 3 favourite YouTubers to watch? And if you could work with anyone this year, who would it be? YouTubers wise, I watch fucking loads of YouTubers. Bigger YouTubers, smaller YouTubers like myself. My favourite FIFA YouTuber without doubt is Zwayback. Absolutely love what he does. I mean, you may have seen when I do my other kind of videos where I do player videos, not player reviews, but player videos. They're slightly based on the sort of videos that Zwayback puts out on a regular basis. I love what he does. I love his intro. So Zwayback's up there. I really actually like, it's quite a small channel. There's a guy called the FM Underdog who does a football manager saves, and like I don't know why, but I just like chilling and watching those when I'm doing stuff in the background. I love to have those on. Big fan of his. And third, who will I go for my third one? I really, really like the Let's Play channel where they do a lot of GTA kind of related stuff. But I mean, I watch loads of YouTubers. They're going to be my top 3, I think. So the 3 very different kind of YouTubers, but yeah, they're going to be my top 3. Who would I like to work with in the year? I mean, if we could pick in anyone, I'd fucking love to work with Zwayback. I'd love to do like a FIFA bingo with Captain Tom, something like that. I mean, obviously, that is never going to be happening this year, but if I could pick anyone, that is what I'd do. So yeah, thanks for the question, G. The next question is coming in from Tomo Gaming, and this is a bit of a long one, but stick with it here, lads. He says, would you rather live your life with every scenario being followed by theme music, or only be able to listen to one song and nothing else? At first, oh yeah, then he says, from the other video, he thought I had no stairs, he thought I was pretending to walk up the stairs. No, those are actual stairs right there. They're stairs, they are. But, I don't know, I love music, so I don't know if I could listen to like just one song for the rest of my life. So it's going to have to be the scenario. I'm sure it'd be very strange and weird, but there's no way that I'm only listening to one song for the rest of my life. I love music far too much, so we're going with music, so not music's playing in the background for scenarios. And yeah, to confirm, those are stairs. They are actual. You walk up them and everything. Next question comes in from Brooksy HD Danny, who got a cheeky mention earlier from Marky. So this is my future husband. Or no, he's the wife. I'm the husband. He's the wife here. He says, on a level of 1 to Jose Mourinho, how good is it knowing me?
I have nothing to say. I'm so sorry, I have nothing to say.
So the next question is coming in from Toxic Res 7. He says, what was the first game you remember playing? And my earliest gaming memory that I can recall is when I had a Nintendo 64 and I used to play a lot of like Mario Kart, Super Mario 64, Lilac Wars, all that kind of stuff, like the classic N64 games of the time. I even actually had, me and my dad had like a Mario Kart tournament against each other that went on for like fucking months, and I ended up winning it on points. I mean, I'm pretty sure looking back now he probably let me win because I was only like fucking, I was pretty young, and I got like a little wooden shield at the time. I remember being very, very proud of that little wooden shield. But yeah, Mario Kart I'd say, or Super Mario 64, they were both around the same time on the N64. The next question is coming in from Captain Fandango 1867 aka Wayne. He says, who is the best player you have used on FIFA 16, and do you like cheese? Two questions there, just slipping in two like a cheeky little bastard. Best player I've used on FIFA 16, I absolutely love Inaki Williams, as many of you will know. Is he the best player I've used? He's probably fucking up there. If not him, then the right mid informed De Bruyne. I think it's the second or third informed De Bruyne that's the right mid. That card is absolutely stupidly good. So either him or Inaki Williams. I love my wingers on FIFA. I love to cut inside and I love the skill. So those two it's between, but both of them are absolute monsters. And do I like cheese? This is a bit of a long-winded answer, I know, but stick with it again here. Cheese for me is something that I only like in a hot setting and usually only on a sandwich or on a burger. I don't like cold cheese on its own, which I know is a bit weird, but like I like cheeseburgers, and I like when you go to Subway and you have the cheese on your Subway, that kind of thing. But if I was to have like a cold cheese sandwich, it's just not for me. So do I like cheese? Sort of, but not really. Next question is coming in from Ashley87 Gaming. He says, would you rather be rich and unknown or famous but poor? And that's a kind of a no-brainer to me. I mean, if by unknown, I assume you don't mean like have no friends and that kind of stuff. I just assume I'm not known on like a global scale like fame. So for me, I'd be rich but unknown, because is that not the best thing ever? Because there'd be no one bothering you for money, that kind of stuff, which I imagine if you're extremely rich, people get a lot like begging letters and charity and stuff like that. Not that there's anything wrong with giving to charity, like, but, you know, to be rich and unknown is probably the ideal scenario, as long as by that you mean you can still have, like, friends, obviously. I don't want to be a fucking rich loner. Nobody wants that. So, yeah, rich but unknown. The penultimate question of this Q&A, lads, is coming in from BillCity11. He says, what video do you feel is the best you have made, like, ever, and sub goals for the end of 2016? This is kind of a difficult one, actually. I'm grouping it in together here a little bit, but I think my favourite video moment, I'm going to call it, is when I started doing the play reviews with the real-life football introductions, because it was something different that I don't think anyone else does on the play reviews, and I was really happy with how it came out, and obviously I've got better and better at that as time's gone on. So I was really happy with that when I first came up with it. And also, the FIFA bullshit, I did the first video for that yesterday, and I was so happy with the way that came out, so that's going to be up there as well. And by the way, thank you for the incredible support that you all gave me on that video. It was absolutely amazing. But FIFA bullshit, and when I started doing the play reviews, I was really pleased with the way those turned out. So I'll go for those. Sub goals for the end of 2016. I don't really like to set sub goals, because I think you can sometimes set yourself up to look like a bit of a twat. But we're currently on 552, I think, off the top of my head. Maybe 553, I'm not sure. I would love to get to 1,000. I mean, ever since I started off YouTube, when I had like 1 subscriber and no subscribers, I always had one, because of course everyone subscribes to themselves first. But yeah, I'd love to get to 1,000. Whether that happens this year, hopefully it will. I don't see why it couldn't, so that'd be absolutely amazing if we could make that happen, everyone. Like I said at the start, subscribe if you're new around here. Help me make that a reality. And the final question that we're going to be ending on comes in from Sparring DK. He says, what is the next piece of your setup that you hope to upgrade, and will you do a setup tour for a 1K sub special? Like I just said, I'd love to get to 1K. If I do get to 1K, I could do a setup tour. I mean, if you want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. I'd happily do that. I've actually recently upgraded my camera, which is, as you can see right now, watching this, that's got a lot better, so I'm really pleased with that. My microphone, I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with. The one thing I do think I need to fix is lighting. I think when I'm on the other camera over there, lighting is a bit of an issue sometimes, and that is something that needs to be sorted. However, to do that, I need to completely rejig the whole setup to make room for it. So, hopefully, I might treat myself sort of mid-year to some lighting if I can figure a way to sort of make the setup work that way, and I feel that'll make the quality of the camera even better, hopefully, when that happens. So yeah, hopefully lighting will be the next thing. That's the next thing I want to do. And yeah, setup tour on 1K, as long as we get to 1K, of course. Why not? Why the hell not? I'd love to do that again. And that pretty much wraps up that. So like I said at the start, lads, thank you so much for all the questions that you sent in. If you did enjoy this Q&A, make sure you leave a thumbs up on it. Let me know if you want to see something like this again, and I'll happily do so in the future. Maybe when we hit 750 subs, something like that, I don't know. Let me know if you enjoyed it, like I say. Subscribe, become a part of the Nidge Nation if you're not already, and I hope you all have a fantastic day, lads. Once again, I should say actually, this Q&A was originally meant to go out as a thank you for hitting 500 subscribers, which seems like some time ago now. So thank you very much for that again. Absolutely awesome to have your support on everything that I'm putting out there, and yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic day, lads. Thank you from the bottom of my heart once again, and I will speak to you in tomorrow's video, which is, tomorrow is Team of the Year, lads. This is why this is going out on a Sunday. I never upload on a Sunday, but Team of the Year tomorrow. Get hyped. I'll speak to you all in that video, lads. Have a great day. Nidge out.
Yo, he's Nidge, plays with big games and player reviews are getting insane. He entertains while he elevates, his video quality resonates. On career mode, he got lots of vids uploading off and he's rocking it. He's got the confidence in all his commentaries. Videos range, they often vary. Got need for speed and a road to glory. Just watching vids and you know the story. The content is underrated, I'm understating, so don't ignore the like and subscribe button to support the channel that keeps running. It takes 1 second, like it's free, it costs nothing. Peace.